Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is JosephDiego DiiaMante. Welcoming you back again to JosephDiego.com. And guys, I've got a very interesting video for you today, right now. I was writing on something and it made me think. It made me think about some things that I should be grateful for. And this is really important. And I don't know how important this is to you. But if you're thinking about starting an online business, I want you to consider this, and I'd really like you to look at what I've got to say about this. It's really going to help you make your decision and affect your life, all right, and probably the life of many other people that, are part of your life. Now, again, welcome to JosephDiego.com, okay, your home for online home business success, tips, tricks, and lead generating strategies. But you know what? I got nothing to do with that. I just want to talk about home business and having my own home business and what it's done for me. Now, real quick, it's my way out. It was my way out of a very interesting thing, all right? First of all, I was a union construction worker before I decided to do this. I was a New York City union construction worker. I used to drive in, start at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day. Well, not start, but my day would start around 3:30, 4. I'd have to meet the guys over at the rest area by 5. Drive into Manhattan for a 7 o'clock start. We worked till 7:30, and it was my regular routine. I made a lot of money on that job. Considering where I come from, $90 an hour is a lot of money, and it's probably a lot of money to you. Yes, union construction workers do make that, okay? That's me at the Plaza Hotel. That's one of my final jobs. It's me working at the Plaza Hotel. I look like a painter there, but no, I was an HVAC specialist, otherwise known as a tin knocker. Now, I want to share some other personal things with you and give you a little bit of my history, all right? I'm born and raised in the ghettos of the Bronx, and those are my playgrounds, guys. That's where I played. These were the places, and this is the way it was when I was a kid, when I was very young. That's what the streets looked like. I remember the Bronx was burning. I remember Fort Apache and all that other stuff, right? Another thing that was part of my life was I used to go up the river a lot, okay? Meaning I used to go to Sing Sing once a week, and I used to visit my father. My father was more there. That was more his home than our home was. And that was my life, and that's the way I was raised to become. There goes me, the little lightest guy of them all in the corner over there. That's me. The rest of those guys are some cousins and friends, and we're in the Bronx Zoo on an Easter weekend. Hey guys, like I said, you noticed that the thing with my father, where he came from, and you could pretty much imagine the environment that I was born in. And to tell you the truth, I pretty much did become a product of my environment. Drugs, alcohol, violence, crime was part of my life for a very long time, and I didn't know any better. So now here I go, construction worker, things were bad. I was always getting laid off. I didn't have many options. I didn't know what the heck to do. I didn't know where to begin. I had no education. I was a recovered drunk. I was got away from my addictions, and I had some run-ins with the law. So I didn't have many options, all right? And another thing was that most of my time I had spent drinking and drugging, and I didn't spend much time with my family. And now that I was sober and I was living a good life, I wanted to spend more time with my family. And again, the options weren't very thin. I had a lot of bills, but not many options. And now look at me today. Today, that's my wife and I over in Florida, all right, which is a beautiful thing. I take many vacations today. My wife and I, we have a great time. Cruises, we go on cruises and stuff like that. I live a life, guys. I live a good, comfortable life today, guys. I'm not saying that I have the Ferrari in the driveway and the extravagant house. And guys, look at this. This is where I spend most of my time today. I'll tell you the truth. This is in this room right here, in my office, listening to my music and in front of my computers and talking to you guys is where I spend a lot of my time today. But I'll tell you what, it's better than getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll tell you what, it's better than not being able to take vacation when I want to take vacation. It's better than sitting in traffic. It's better than living week to week and month to month. And with the bills just piling up. What do I have in front of me today is my journal. And these dumb little postcards that I write my notes on. And this is what I want to explain to you guys. That's my wife, the most beautifulest thing in my life. And look at that smile. That's what's important to me. That smile. That's what it is. Now, how does a guy like me get to do these things? How does a guy like me get to hang out with the top internet marketers in the world? The top internet marketers in the world. I got Todd Falcone there. I got Jay Kubisak. I got Aaron and Sophia Rashkin sitting by my side. Tracy Walker. Anthony Bashulio. My sponsor, Justin Croder. Dagan Smith, and then the owners of My Lead System Pro, Norbert Orris, Brian Finale, and Scott. I forget what Scott's last name is. But guys, how does a guy like me get hooked up with guys like this? How does a guy like me get to do the things that he does? And how did I get to reinvent myself? I mean, if you looked at those pictures that I had before, it wasn't such a long time ago. How do I do this? The truth of the way is that I focus. I focused on success. I focused on starting a home-based business, and I got involved. You know, I didn't have much of an option to go back to school and learn because I was in default of an old student loan from way back, which is pretty much paid off now. I'm still paying it off, but it's done just about. A little bit more to go. They taxed my wife's loan on top of it also. But the thing is, guys, how does a guy like myself able to afford these things and get to do these things? I focused on success. There's a saying, change your thinking and change your world. How many curses did you just hear me say? Oh, not many at all. Would you believe I'm probably the only guy who's been kicked out of a jail for cursing? It's true. That's another story some other day. But guys, not many people get to do what I have. And you know what? You can do it. That's the bottom line. It can be done. It's possible. You get involved with some people like the people that I got involved with, and they teach you things. They teach you things like article marketing, branding, blogging, keyword research. Guys, Google PPC, Yahoo PPC. I've learned, guys, I'll go on and on and on with all the type of things that I've learned. I could go on for days. Basic HTML, basic graphic designs, web design, prospecting. Guys, really, the list goes on. I could have just wrote a list, but I'm not going to do it. You'll be getting a lot of training on this stuff. Video marketing, social marketing. Guys, the list is endless. And how did I do this? I stayed focused on success. Personal development, a big part of it. Guys, this is what you have to do. Am I saying it's easy? No, it's not. I'm not going to say. If anybody tells you you're going to get rich overnight and it's going to happen right away, it's not going to happen. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. It's possible. It's possible for you to do it. You get involved with the right people. You get involved with the people who are going to teach you a completely new lifestyle. That's what it is. It's like, you know what? I was a construction worker, and let's just say I wanted to become a doctor. It's the same thing. I'm an internet marketer, and I love doing what I do because, you know what? I'm here with my family in a little while. I'm going to close up, take my wife to a nice special dinner. I got reservations at Kotobuki. All right? A nice Japanese restaurant. We're going to have a nice time. And I don't have to answer to nobody. And I have the money to do whatever I want. I mean, the other day I just found a stack of bills over it. I didn't even know where the hell it comes from. But that's a good feeling. I've never had a savings account like I have today. That's a good feeling, guys. All right? The freedom that comes with this is amazing. And my way out was internet marketing. My way out was having an online home-based business. If you want to look at a good business, I suggest you just look at what I have. There is no obligation, no commitment. You even go to my blog at JosephDiego. Blogging, another thing that I learned. I learned how to create a blog. These PowerPoints. There's another thing that I learned. I know nothing about PowerPoint. Or not, just go to my website, OptimumResource.co. There is no com over there. optimumresource.co, and you will get all of the information you want, guys. Remember, it's possible. I don't care where you are or where you came from, because I know if I can do it, you can do it. With that, take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the road to success. This is JosephDiego DiiaMante, signing out.